Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have some crafting supplies, mainly scrapbook kits, collection kits, and then a stamp set and a couple other things that I got from scrapbook.com that I wanted to share. And then I have a couple other things from a couple of different shops that I'll show you as well. But for scrapbook.com, I'm going to start off with this collection from Simple Stories. So I originally went on their website because I had a wish list set up where I wanted to purchase this Fancy Pants Designs Prairie Rose collection. And I ended up just purchasing the floral ephemera. I went back and I looked at the collection, and this is another reason why you should start a wish list and then come back to it later, because then you can kind of figure out, am I really going to use this? So what happened was I went back to the wish list, and although the collection kit is super cute, I don't think I was going to use the things that were in with the papers. The papers had more primary colors in them, like reds and darker blues. And I don't think that's something that I would be using. I was mainly looking for things for junk journals because I really have been enjoying using some themed collection kits, mainly retro style, for my junk journaling, just to kind of add in for pages and things like that. So anyway, I didn't end up buying the whole collection of Prairie Rose, but I did get the floral ephemera. So I can show you this really quick. I did like I always love a good floral ephemera, and the bold colors in the collection looked great with the flowers. So this is just kind of a few. They do have the white outline, so I may, trim that down a little bit. But you can see it's kind of, these colors kind of match with the papers, where it's sort of like a navy blue, a cream, and then kind of a bright dark red, if that makes any sense. So these are cute, and I think these actually would work really well for fall. So I'll keep these handy, because I'm going to be getting ready, probably, I can't believe it, to make some fall journals too soon. So I'm still working on the covers for my a couple journals that I wanted to get started on. So I'm kind of choosing those right now, but I thought I'd just kind of think about the future and fall and things like that. So I ended up, since I wasn't going to get that collection kit, I wanted to, I always go in the search bar and type in retro, because I want to see if there's any new kind of retro style, either stamp sets or scrapbooking papers or things like that. And a lot came up. And I think a lot of times, a lot of summer collections come up that kind of have that retro look to them. And this one from Simple Stories was so cute. It's called, and I'd never heard of this, it's called Retro Summer. And I got the collector's essential kit. So this included cardstock stickers, chipboard stickers, and then a couple of packs of ephemera. And then I added some things from the collection too that I think will go well with it. And then also look really good in my journals. And the thing even though this is a themed kit for summer, there's a lot of things in here that you can pull that are kind of that would work year round, like images of things that don't necessarily say summer, but they kind of have that kind of retro look, like radios and telephones and things like that. So I'll show you the papers really quick. They're double-sided, and you get 12 sheets. And I just love the color combinations. This is kind of a big print, so I think this would actually go well with scrapbooking. If I do some summer scrapbooking, I've got some pictures from summer that I will eventually scrapbook, although I haven't gotten around to my scrapbooking in a while. But this is a nice page here. Other side is a smaller print. I really like this. I can see myself trimming this in half and using this top part here. And then I like the dots too. I think those are nice, the polka dots. And then there's some ice cream bars in the back, popsicles. And then just some cute kind of ticket-shaped pieces on here. You could cut these apart or just kind of use it as a nice background. I like the color combination too. And then this is just a kind of a teal background with some lines, sort of a plaid look. More ice cream cones this time, and ice cream bars and popsicles, sprinkles on this side. I really like this. It's got a kind of ice cream cone pattern to the front of it, and then on the back It's just got the colors, just like a nice kind of background that you could use. Swimming pool, this is really cute. And then I liked this because, again, I could cut these apart and pop these in for journal cards for my journals. And then Simple Stories does this page a lot, which I really like. They're almost like little flashcards that you can cut apart, and they have different images. And this is what I was kind of talking about for summer. You don't necessarily have to use these things for summer. Like this is a lawn chair. It's kind of a summery lawn chair, but it's cute. The colors are cute and they're kind of retro looking. And I could see using this on maybe making even a little pocket, cutting this apart. You know, the camera, an umbrella, a hat, and then the radio. They're in fun colors. They're kind of that retro look. And so I thought those would be really cute. And then just a striped background here. Some cut apart tags. Actually, both sides, tags. More cut aparts. And then this is kind of a nice sort of pinkish red background. And then some more cut aparts. These are more summer, but again, the sunshine, it's summery, but you could use this kind of as a retro piece. The radio here, that's kind of a retro piece. Same with this, it says cool on it. That would be good too. And then other side is some bottle caps. So really bold prints. Probably these papers, other than some of the cut aparts that I mentioned, would be better for scrapbooking, using for like a fun, you know, summer memory keeping, that kind of thing. These are cute too. These would be great for pockets because it's got the little scallop here, and then you could put little foam tape on the side of it, and then put this in as a little pocket. On any page in your journals. Some more plus sign backgrounds. And then just some more kind of summery cut aparts here. You see there? Oh, and then the other side's got kind of a wavy background. I really like this too. Okay, so that's the papers. Let me put these off to the side. Oh, let me show, this is the sticker collection you get. Lots of stickers. Again, they could be used for summer, but you've got this fan here. That's kind of just a retro look. The tape, the cassette tape. I love this raft. I think that's really cute too. The radio here. So different things that could also be used for any time, not just summer. And then I added on with just some, I'm not going to open everything up, but I got the sticker book, which has got some great icons on it. Lots of ice cream, lots of fun retro signs. Just more little icons. I like that fan, the wave, I like that too. Little file tabs, bottle caps. Letters and words. I like those letters too, the red letters. So those are nice. And then these are the chipboard. This came with the kit, the chipboard. It's kind of the same types of stickers that you get in the sticker book. There. And then I'll just show you the back of these are just some little page decorations, just paper ephemera pieces that you can use for pages. There's more on the back here. You can see what you get. And then I picked up, I like chipboard frames. I think they can really add to a cover of a journal. So I picked these up. I really like this one with the radio. And that could be any time of year. You could use this, but it's got the kind of a ledger here, and then it's got the radio, which how cute would that be for definitely a summer journal, but then for any time of year too, because the green isn't too bright. It's sort of muted, so I think that would be good for year round. But then there's some pool themed things too, and I think this is good for scrapbooking. That's cute. And then I like the retro sunshine look. And then So Much Fun. And this So Much Fun doesn't have to be for summer. This could be, any time of year. Like if you go to an ice cream store or something like that, you can have a little photo of it right there. So there's that. And then have to get the enamel dots to go with it. I always love to get matching enamel dots. I actually don't have any in these kind of retro colors, so I thought these would be good. These bits and pieces, this is like a 50-piece set. This has got all kinds of little summertime icons, kind of, but with the retro look to it. I love that little ice cream truck. So lots of really cute things here. Decorative brads. These are nice because I don't have a lot of brads anymore because those were kind of an old school scrapbooking item, but they've become really useful in using them in journals to kind of hide journaling. So you could have a little pocket with a brad attached that kind of flips open, and you can do your journaling behind the pocket. So having a decorative brad to secure the little pocket is always nice. And there's a couple chipboard, or no, actually, no, these are metal. Bigger brads, kind of some icons here that would be really cute. And then they had a stamp set, which I thought was adorable. It's got this kind of retro arrow frame, and then a lot of ice cream sayings, but things like fun. This is all stuff you could stamp in your journal just to kind of add some decoration to blank pages. So that would be really cute too. So that is the Simple Stories kit. It's a pretty big one, but I thought it was really cute. So in addition to when I typed in retro, I also ended up finding this really cute paper pad and I didn't even know this was out either. This is called Flower Child. This is from Jen Hadfield. And it's just got some 60s themed papers, and I got a couple of little ephemera pieces and things like that. But I like these, and it was kind of an inspiration because I think I could make a journal from this too, so this would be kind of fun. So I'll do a quick flip through this way, and you can kind of see what's in here. So muted colors, but in a good way. They're not too grungy, but they just have a nice kind of, almost like an end of the summer look. That's what I feel like it is. So end of summer, kind of going into fall type look. And I forget, this just says words, sweet feeling nostalgic. I forget if you get how many pages I'm assuming you get just 2 of each page. But I love the tapes. Those are great. This is my favorite, I think. I love this paper. The paper is not too thick and not too thin, so it's a good weight. Lots of like kind of retro rainbow looks, some cut aparts. Kind of show that here. Always those fun radios, I like that. Yeah, so it looks like you get 2 of each page, which is great. So I could definitely make a journal around this. In fact, this might be an inspiration piece here. I really like that color combination. Okay, so that's Flower Girl. And then I just added on these puffy stickers, which have the cute little telephone and the roller skate, the best friend's heart, and then this radio, which is great. And they have kind of like a puffy feel to them. And then these charms, which I thought were really cute, with little enamel flowers on them. And then some paper flowers, ephemera, which I thought was nice too. And then the stamp set has a roller skate, and then these great flowers, and then just kind of some 60s looking font with I love you and good vibes. So this is the Flower Child collection. And then, so that's it for the, one more thing. I did get this is the washi tape from Retro Summer. So it's just got, just kind of real subtle patterns on it, and then a couple little icons, like kind of retro signs on this one, and then the bottle caps on this one. I had also, this was on my wish list. I had seen Sunny Studios, I think it was on Instagram. They were advertising their new, it's called Scrumptious Cupcakes stamp set. And I've been looking for kind of a, like the right kind of cupcake, if that makes any sense. I have some cupcake stamps to make birthday cards, but I feel like they're either too big or they're too sketchy looking, or they're not the style that I'm looking for. And I like Sunny Studio stamps because they do the layering stamps. And these were really cute because they're a good size. You could put a couple on the card front if you want, or even a single one is big enough to kind of carry your card if you want to just have one. But it just had cute little layering options, and I like the swirls of the frosting, and just, I don't know, everything about this stamp set I really like. So I got this, and I also got the die set just to kind of make it easier to cut out, because I think I'm going to use this a lot. So for those of you that shop at scrapbook.com, every time you shop there, there's usually some fun either coupon or free item that you get. And I ended up, they don't always have these left, so it's like while supplies last. But I got the most recent issue of Scrapbook and Cards Today magazine. That was free, and I just popped that in the cart. So I haven't read this yet, so I'm going to go through that. I'm going to save that for a sunny day to sit outside. And then I got this grip mat. This is the scrapbook.com. I've been seeing these everywhere, these grip mats. This is the scrapbook.com brand. I think Waffle Flower has one. A couple, I think Altenew might too, I'm not sure. But a lot of different companies I've seen come out with these. And since I've been journaling so much, I haven't been kind of keeping up on all the kind of card making, stamping tools that have been coming out. But this is a grip mat, and I guess this can kind of grip to your desk, and then you can do stenciling and things like this. So I'm going to try this out in a second with a new stencil that I got, and we'll see how it works. But it's got a little bit of not a sticky feel, but it's kind of a rubbery feel. So I think your stencils will kind of stay on there really well. And then I think it's easy clean. So if you get ink on there, you can just wipe it off. So this was free. I just popped that in my cart. I think you have to pay shipping. I think it depends what the weight is. And then, one more thing I picked up was this die from Elizabeth Crafts. This is from her Planner Essentials collection. This is Planner Essentials 55. And it's I don't know if it's a fall theme because it has kind of fall leaves on it, but I have been enjoying using dies in my journals. I've kind of already made or dies that make your pockets for you and can make fun little slots and things like that. I've been kind of collecting those, and I did a video a while back on some dies that are useful in your journals. So I can link that below and you can take a look. But this was one I was curious about because it had these really cute small file folder tabs. And I think it's meant for obviously a planner because it's got the holes on the side of it. But I figured you can use it, just trim the holes off. And I ended up cutting it out, and I trimmed off the holes on the end of it. And they're like little pockets. So you can put pieces of vintage ephemera on your journals. You can attach this to a journal page, and then you get this great kind of pocket or like little slot look that you can decorate the front, and then pop in like brightly colored vintage pieces. If you add, old ephemera to your journals and things like that, this would be a great option for that. So I can't wait to try this. My next journal, I want to kind of use all my dies in the journal and kind of have those fun pockets and tucks and slots and things like that I don't have to do on my own. I can just have a die do it for me. So that is this. So I really like that. And then that's everything from scrapbook.com. I ended up, I stopped into Hobby Lobby with, because I was looking for some decorative things. I'm kind of redecorating my craft room a little bit, which you'll see in a future video. But I ended up picking these up. I like looking in the fat quarter section of Hobby Lobby because I use their fat quarters for covering my journals when I want to use fabric to cover my journals. And I love cane print right now. I think I've talked about that. And they had these and they were on sale. So I picked up 4 of them. And I think these would make a really nice cover, fabric cover for a fall journal. So I love this kind of the dark brown cane print with a little bit of kind of a craft color background there. So I think that'll be fun to use. And then sticking with the cane print, I went over to, I had a wish list on the Greetery, and they're a really great stamp company. And they have this really pretty cane print die. And I have a cane print embossing folder, cane print stamp background, but I didn't have a die. So they have this really great die, and I can't wait to start using it. I like to kind of have, recently did a card where I used a Momenta background stamp that was cane print, and I had a plant on the front of it, and I really like that look. So I might try it again with the this background die. I think that'll look really good. And then I got this stencil. It's called, let me see, what is it called? I think it says it on the stencil. Oh, Wicker Weave. So it's a 3-part stencil, and I really like these because you kind of get a 3D look with the stencil, and it's easy to do. And I thought I'd try it on camera using the grip mat, see how that works with the stencil, and then see what the stencil looks like. I really like the way it looked on Instagram, so we'll see if I can make it look as good. So the stencils are marked 1, 2, and 3, so they're easy to use. I want to do kind of a gray basket look, so I picked Lost Shadow and Weathered Wood. And now I'm wondering, since there's 3, I'm actually going to grab another oxide ink. Try to find a middle color here. 1 second. I'm just going to use pumice stone. I don't know if that's too brown looking, but I guess baskets don't look perfect. They're kind of, it's supposed to be kind of weathered looking. So there's browns and grays and all kinds of mixtures. So we'll try this. I just basically want to see what the stencil looks like. So we will try this out. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to do Hickory Smoke instead. That's less brown looking. So that won't bother me. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get my grip mat ready. Normally, for stencils, I've been using for years this metal platform from Wendy Vecchi. It's the Make Art Station. It's very well loved. It's got a lot of glue and everything on it, and embossing paste, but it came with these magnets, and I use them to kind of secure the stencils over my cardstock. The only thing sometimes, although it doesn't really get in the way. Sometimes, depending on what you're doing, sometimes the magnets can get in the way if you're trying to get like every single little part of the stencils from corner to corner. Sometimes it's hard to get your blending tool up around there. So that might be a benefit to the grip mat. So we'll see how that works. But this is normally what I use. This kind of secures your paper, keeps you from having to use Post-it tape to secure everything down. So I do like this. And they still have this, I think, different places. So, but let's try this grip mat. So let's see. All right, so you have to do, this is number 1. So I think you do 1 first. So I'm going to try to get this as even as I can. So that's another thing I like about the Wendy Vecchi tool. It's got grid lines on it so you can line everything up. But again, we're just trying to see what this looks like. So let's see. So I'm going to go from light to dark. So I'm going to start with Lost Shadow. I'm just going to use the same sponge dauber. And let's see if this grips. It seems to be gripping to the mat. So I'm just going to run this over the top. This is a really light gray. This is the first time I'm using the stencil, so I'm hoping I'm doing it right. But this would be pretty too with, different colored browns. I mean, you could do any color you wanted depending on what color basket you wanted. but I thought I'd like to try the gray. I really like gray baskets and that kind of decor, so I thought that would be kind of fun. So, all right, it sticks really nicely to the grip mat. So I didn't quite get the middle that well, but that's okay. Again, it's not supposed to be perfect because it's a basket. So, all right, so let me get the middle color, which I think would be Weathered Woods, and then I'm going to find the number 2 stencil. Okay, and then I've got the third one. Oops. Okay, this doesn't quite look right, so I'm going to try this again with the grid mat and see if, because the grid lines, and see if that makes this work a little bit better. So take 2. Okay, so because I have the grid lines here, I think it's easier to kind of line up your stencil in the same spot. So we're going to try this again. I'm just going to use my magnets here to secure everything down. So I lined the stencil up to the very top edge of my sheet of paper and made sure that there was an equal amount on either side of this stencil. So let me go ahead and start over again with the shadow ink. Okay, I'm going to line up the second stencil. Make sure I get it in the same spot. Okay, and then I'm going to use, make sure I have the right one, Weathered Wood. Okay, that looks better. So that's what it's supposed to look like. Let's see, so that was 2, and then number 3 will finish it off. So I'm just going to line up the little squares again. I get 3 squares on either side. It's also probably easier if you trim your paper to the size of the stencil. I just had this kind of scrap here, so I just wanted to use this cardstock up. And then I'm going to use my darkest Hickory Smoke. This is a nice, they're nice small openings on the stencil, so I think whatever type of blending tool you have will work fine. I know sometimes when I use blending brushes, they're a little bit lighter to the touch, so you don't always get, you know, with bigger openings and stencils, you get more of a softer look, not a heavier look, so I usually use a sponge dauber if I want heavier placement of the ink. But in this situation, since the holes are so small, I think anything would work fine. Actually, I like the way this blending brush looks. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, that looks really good. So that's called the Wicker Weave Stencil from the Greetery, and I'll put a link below. I don't know if I chose the right inks. I think I need to go back and kind of think of, get some different color options or kind of research on what the best gray range would be. But this is fine. I mean, but you could use, like I said, browns or any other color, but you want to go a light, medium, and dark in that same color. So that will be helpful to get kind of a look like, but I think this looks really good. So I'm excited to use this stencil. I'm going to try it with all different colors. So that is everything for today. I'll put the links below to some of these fun collection kits that I got, and I'm excited to start using them. I'm getting ready to get started on some new journals, and I have some journal ephemera kits in my Etsy shop still available. So you can head over there and take a look at that, and let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in my next video.